What is going on, my dudes? Tystra here, back again with another Genshin Impact video. And if you guys like the content, please make sure to hit that like and subscribe button down below. Don't forget to hit the notification bell to be notified of when something happens. And of course, don't forget to comment about what you liked about this video. Now, let's go ahead and get into it. We are going to be talking about the Kagura's Verity. And this is obviously Yae Miko's, best weapon in slot. So, especially with 2.5 coming out in, as of the release of this video tomorrow, we will be needing to kind of understand if we want to go for the weapon or not. So I figured, why not? Why not cover this weapon? This is going to be a little bit shorter than normal. Usually my videos take about 10 minutes, but honestly, I don't think there's going to be a lot of information for this. And I feel like just a small discussion will suffice. So let's get into it. Obviously, it's a 5-star catalyst weapon, the Kagura's Verity. Its base attack stat starts at 46, but will go all the way up to 608. And the secondary stat is crit damage when it goes up to 66.2, starting at 14.4, which is not bad. That's a really, really good catalyst, especially for crit damage, which makes sense because Yae Miko is going to be a DPS character, so that makes sense. Special ability, gain the Kagura dance effect when using an elemental skill, causing the elemental skill damage of the character wielding this weapon to increase by 12% for 12 seconds. Sorry, still waking up. Max 3 stacks, so up to, 36%. This character will gain 12% all elemental damage bonus when they possess 3 stacks. So, not only will you be getting the elemental skill damage of 36%, if you get all 3 stacks, you'll also be getting a 12% damage increase into all elemental damage. So that's fantastic. That's pretty dope. And then really quick, before we get into what you're going to need, I wanted to kind of go over the refinement levels. And big shout out to, Genshin Honey Hunter World. Definitely use this site a lot for a bunch of stuff. So it's kind of cool to be able to look at it and be like, okay, here's a rundown of what's going to be needed and such. So big shout out to them. So when you get Refinement 5, because obviously when you go Refinement 2, 3, and 4, it's whatever. But Refinement 5 is definitely the one I want to talk about because these stats are going to be kind of insane. We got 24% instead of the 12% for 12 seconds and then max 3 stacks. So that's going to be a 72% increase in your elemental skill damage, which is your totems. At least for, Yae Miko. Now, that's not including other characters. And honestly, I think this is going to be the weapon to kind of take over the strongest catalyst, I think. In some ways. I'm not saying they're going to be completely. But especially if you're going for a DPS catalyst, that might be the new meta. But yeah, 24 going all the way up to 72. That's kind of bonkers, man. And then, of course, all elemental damage is going to be 24% when you have all 3 stacks. So not only are you doing 72% of the skill damage element that you have, so for Yae Miko Electro, you'll be doing 24% all elemental damage bonus as well on top of that. So that's pretty nutty in my opinion. And then, of course, let's go ahead and get into all the materials you are going to need for Yae Miko as is. As you can see, this has a breakdown of all the stuff you're going to need. So, as it shows right here, I don't think this isn't all collectible or, put together with how much you're going to need. So, we're going to do some calculations. Obviously, you're only going to need 5 of these green masks. For the blue masks, you're going to need 14 in total. And then for the legendary mask, you're going to need 14 and then 6 of these. So, that's not terrible. Honestly, you could rank, level 90 a weapon in one day most of the time. Sometimes it kind of gets a little tricky only because of the fact that, you lose out on some stuff. But at most 2 days to fully level up your weapon. Now, for these right here, these little claws, you're going to need to face wolfhounds. And wolfhounds, I know, are not the funnest thing to go against. So you're going to need 23 of the green. You're going to need 27 of the blue. And then for this one, you're going to need, 41 of the purple. So you're going to need to fight a lot of Rift Hounds, which obviously you can go to Inazuma, or if you're desperate as well, you could go to Wolvendom over in Mondstadt. And then, of course, you're going to need the spectral hearts, which are the bane of my existence because I hate those guys. So what you're going to need is 15 of the whites. You're going to need 23 of the green, and you're also going to need 27 of the blue. Again, this is going to be a challenge because this weapon is going to ask you to go against the stronger enemies, which are the wolfhounds and the specters. In my opinion, they're the hardest. I'd rather deal with anything else other than them. And then, of course, the Mora calculation. Now, let me go ahead and move my thing right here. As you can see, we have 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, 45,000, 55,000, 65,000. So let's go ahead and calculate that. So 10 plus 20 plus 30 plus 45 plus 55 plus 65. So you are going to need 225,000 Mora, which is not terrible. Like that's chump change compared to what you got to do for Yaimiko in the sense of getting 7.1 million. But I digress. That's still going to be a little bit of a thing you got to worry about in case you're wanting to upgrade the weapon fully. So, understand that this weapon right here is a beast. I'm not going to say it's not. Should you summon for it? Weapon banners are notorious for... I don't want to say scam, but scam. It's a very scummy system that they got for that. Not saying they're doing it on purpose, but that's just how weapon banners for most gacha games are. They're very hard to get the weapon that you want. So, would I say this is a must summon, especially since this catalyst is strong? If you are a dolphin or higher, yes, this is a should summon, which is going to be tough for me because I really want this weapon. And it looks like it's going to be a monster. So I might summon on it. Should free-to-play summon on it? Absolutely not. Because of the fact that, you know, for free-to-plays, you guys are working on your characters. But I would say for dolphins and above, it's consideration. You could think about really doing it. Whales obviously are going to do it regardless. Like Tectone's going to go for Refinement 5, which is no problem on my end because if I ever see him in matchmaking, if I ever go into matchmaking, and he's running Yaimiko with this thing, I'm going to be like... Thank you, Tectone. You do you, baby. You do you, Techie Poo. So, but yeah, that's going to be it for really this. I didn't really want to go too far in depth with it. Don't forget to hit the like and comment and subscribe. Again, I shouldn't have to say that you should or shouldn't summon on a weapon banner. But for this one, it is kind of a tricky one because of how powerful it is. Let me know in the comments below what you think. Do you think I'm right? Do you think I'm wrong? Do you think I'm stupid? Do you think I'm smart? Love you guys to death, as always, and we will catch you guys in the next video. Take care, be safe.